Good afternoon, Ms. Cordell. I'm an administrator on campus. I'll be completing your interview process for the day. First, how about you briefly tell me about yourself?
Well, I'm married and I have 2 children. I have been an athletic director for the last 2 years at a local private high school. I am also a coach and I teach 2 PE courses, one at the middle school level and one at the high school level. I have also coached at a small community college. My specialty is girls water polo, so I'm a girls water polo coach. I began a program 4 years ago for the high school that I currently work at as the AD. I began their girls water polo program, and that same year I also began their swim program.
And why did you choose this profession?
I chose to get in the field of kinesiology because I love athletics. I love, and I feel like it's really relevant to me as a person. Being physically active, understanding nutrition and health is all really relevant to me about how I raise my family, about lifestyles. So the information that I've gained just really, it's interesting and it's very relevant. So it makes it even more interesting because I can apply everything I'm learning into my life. And so in that being in kinesiology, coming into athletics, I was also very athletic. And sports play a huge role. So getting into being an athletic director and coaching is my opportunity to give back for all the years and the things that I've gotten from all my coaches and my athletic directors. So to give back to other kids now.
Very nice. And taking that all into consideration, what do you like most about your profession?
I love giving an athlete who's never done something before. I love giving them an experience and a passion for something that they never thought they would have. And that's probably one of my favorite things. Being a coach, I've seen athletes who've played for years and have a passion for it, and that's great. But introducing somebody to something completely brand new and then having them completely own it and love it and just be just as passionate as I am about it, it's probably one of the most rewarding experiences. So I think that's it. I think giving them knowledge and information and having them, just be as passionate as I am about it and take it and run with it is one of the most rewarding experiences.
What is the most important characteristic of a company that you would want to work for?
In my opinion, I believe a company, one of the most important characteristics for a company to have would be Christian values. The small private school I work for is a Catholic private high school, and it just, those Christian values are just in everything that we do. And it really exemplifies in the way that we teach and the things and how we talk to our kids and everything. So I love working with those Christian morals and in that Christian environment because it just, it radiates off of everybody from the teachers to the students.
Can you tell me what you know about our organization?
I know that you're also a small private school, and you're religiously based. And I also know that you're looking to build your athletic program. And that's something that I was able to do these last couple years at the high school that I'm currently at. And so I'm hoping to bring those skills, that skill set that I've gained here into your programs and continue to grow your programs. Even though that you're small, I want to be able to give your student body everything that every other high school has. And I want to make sure that they have every opportunity that every other high school has. So that's what I'm hoping to be able to do with this position.
Tell me the main reasons why you would want this job.
Like I said before, part of this is me giving back to the student athletes here and giving them opportunities to learn something new, to find a passion for something new. And this is high school is the moment that they get to experience that. And then from there, if it's something that they want to continue and take on and they have the skill set, they can move on into college and et cetera, depending on what it is that they're doing, to continue. And so I want to give these student athletes and not only a skill, but I want to give them an opportunity.
Where do you want your career to go in the next 5 to 10 years?
I would like to see myself find somewhere where I can stay. So, ideally this would be that opportunity for me. Somewhere where I can stay and continue to grow and build a very strong foundation. Have that foundation there and then just continue to build off that strong foundation. Whether it's adding sports, or it's, our gear, having a new goal for our athletic programs, or taking the sports that we have and uplifting them with great coaching staff and turning that sport into a championship team. So next 5 to 10 years, I would like to see the programs not only grow within the programs that we currently have, but to grow the programs by adding other programs, because just volleyball, just soccer doesn't necessarily gear towards everybody. I began the water polo program at the last school that I was at because there was a want and a need for it, and it offered something different to the student athletes. So my goals would be to just broaden everything that we have, but to also make everything better.
How would you describe your work ethic?
I am a very diligent and very hard worker. So those would be the best 2 ways to describe it. And I'd also like to say that it's very Christian valued as well.
And how would you describe your professionalism?
I would say professionalism is exemplified in the way that you work, is exemplified in your work ethic. I would think that my professionalism will start with from the way I dress, do my hair, walk down the hallways, the attitude that I have as an AD and as a coach. I think professionalism is exemplified in anything you do. So I think it's important to make sure that you're always, respectful, you're always Christian, and that you always show your best face.
What are some of the skills you were able to learn or improve on from your previous jobs?
I think things that I was able to improve on were delegating tasks better. In the beginning, a lot of things I just did on my own. And, sometimes it would take longer, sometimes it would only be able to get done to a certain extent. And so as I grew there as a professional, I was able to learn how to delegate to individuals better in order to get the job done more efficiently and effectively. And that's really important in any line of work, being efficient and effective. So delegating helped me do that. And I also believe that I really improved in communication, whether, it was to parents or to colleagues. It was, just communication is key to being successful. So I improved in that as well, in that area as well.
What would you consider to be your greatest strength?
I believe that my greatest strength now is communication. And I believe that is because I'm able to communicate my expectations, whether it's from my coaches to my student athletes, and to their parents, whether, no matter what it is they're doing. So I think I have grown really strong in being able to communicate with everyone that needs to know what my expectations are, what the expectations of the schools are, what the mission and the goals of the school are, and the goals of those particular programs are. So I think one of my biggest strengths is communication.
Okay. Lastly, why do you believe we should hire you and not somebody else with similar qualifications?
I am a very motivated individual, and I am ready to hit the ground running. I know your programs, like I said before, I know that your programs are a little bit on the smaller side, but I know you have a lot of potential and growth to do in those programs. So I'd like to start there. I'd like to start with what we have and build a strong foundation from there. And so I think that I'm the person to do that. I think I'm the person who can bring on or even evaluate the coaching staff that you currently have and make changes as necessary. I think I have gained quite a bit of experience these last couple years working with different levels of coaches and different levels of student athletes. I also understand what it's like to work in a small private setting, and I understand the influence of athletics and academics and parents and just the school system in general. So I don't believe you'll find a candidate that has the same experiences as I do, because I just bring a lot to the table in terms of experience with all of that. So I think that I should and I could be the first choice because I bring that type of experience over just any type of experience.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Curdell. Very nice meeting you.